নাম খুঁজে সাইন করো ফট করে
কার কাছ থেকে আমি জানি দুটো ম্যামরা বলতে পারে অনুপম বুঝাই
নাম সাইন নাম সাইন করেছি
ফোন পাওনি তো
innovations and applications for achieving optimum health. This conference highlights the advances in healthcare sector for a better understanding of the healthcare systems as well as the roles of different healthcare professionals in their respective domains. I now invite upon stage our Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Dr. Ghosh, sir please. The Dean Academics and Advisor, TNU, Dean School of Health Sciences and Conference Chairperson, Professor Dr. Niloy Sarkar, Professor Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, National Advisor, Rashtriya Bal Shastra Karyakram, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Head of Department, Neonatology, IIMS Jodhpur, Sri G.S. Naveen Kumar IAS, Special Secretary, Health and Family Welfare, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Professor Dr. Johnson Alex, Professor of Clinical Psychology and Director, Research, Chinmaya Vishwavidyapith, Kochi, Kerala, Professor Dr. Shatatar Shah, MS, FRCS, former Professor, School of Medical Science and Technology, IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Shivani Santosh, Head of Department of Applied Psychology and Conference, Convener, TNU, Professor Dr. Shubhya Chatterjee, Head Department of Optometry and Conference Convener, TNU, to kindly come on stage. Dr. Shubhajit Bhattacharya, Regional Technical Head, Eastern Region, World Health Organization. Because of some emergency, he is not present amongst us. He has conveyed his best wishes. Dean Academics and Advisor at the New University, Dean School of Health Sciences, and Chairperson of this conference for delivering the welcome address.
Good morning to all of you. It's my privilege and pride to welcome all the delegates, especially the keynote speakers on this August gathering at the International Conference on Recent Advances in Health Science and Technology. This particular conference is a result of dedications and hard work of so many people that organizing committee, technical committee, financial committee, logistics, and so on. I'd like to thank our distinguished keynote speakers, especially the Director of Medical Education, who is there with us online, the Special Secretary of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Andhra Pradesh, none other than our very own Sri Naveen Kumar. I should also welcome our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, is also the advisor of the Government of India, as well as is also a senior professor of All India Institute of Medical Science, Jodhpur. I should also welcome our guardian of this university, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Vishwajit Ghosh. Under his guidance, probably this particular program has been a success. With us, we have Professor Johnson Alex. We are very much thankful to him. At the same time, our two conveners. And obviously, in particular, I should thanks to all the delegates and my other colleagues, the dean, directors, head of administrations, for their cooperations to make this program a success. Healthcare is gradually changing, and it is changing at a very higher speed. And there are a lot of developments and innovation is coming on day by day. Our objective to arrange this particular international conference is to share the knowledge and development, the research, outcomes, and innovation, what is going on in different parts of this world. We have a galaxy of 13 keynote speakers who will be joining from different parts of this world. I'm very sure the delegates who have joined in this particular conference, they'll be taking away a huge knowledge and different developments in this field of healthcare and health technology. As there is a sea change, and because of the COVID, it has given, and thrown some kind of challenge in front of all healthcare professionals and how we are coping with this situation after this COVID. So that will also be discussed in particular platform. I am very sure this particular 2 days, today and tomorrow, will be very memorable to all of us to organize and to share the knowledge. I am very sure that all the peer persons, our students from different schools or different universities, faculty members, they will be joining us wholeheartedly to make this program a grand success. Finally, I should say that entire organizing team, those who are dedicatedly contributing their efforts and making this program a success, we are very indebted to them. Thank you very much, and I would like to welcome all of you on this particular program. Thank you very much.
Grateful to our, the honorable guest, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Professor Arun Kumar Singh, Professor Johnson Alex, and our internal faculty member like Professor Sarkar, Professor Supriya Chatterjee, Professor Santosh, here I am seeing Professor Mukherjee, our head administration, Professor Subhash Mukherjee, and other colleagues, dear students, both from our university as well as the outside, those who come to share their experiences and knowledge, to enhance their, knowledge level on this international conference on health, science and technology. Now the question is coming, what is health, science and technology? We know the science and technology. What is health, science and technology? Is there any specialty? Yes, there is specialty. The specialty is that thing that is a part of the science which is a combination or integration between the knowledge and the skill to develop the devices, drugs, system, procedures such that you can give a proper care for a particular patient to overcome the difficulties from his health problem. I have mentioned many times that in mythology, Yudhishthir met Dharmaraj and he was asked, what is the maximum gain of this world? He mentioned, Lavanang Sreyam Arupaya. If you get get it from the disease, you feel what problem you have faced. So that's the maximum gain of this world. Anyway, you know that we have a 3 axis, X, Y, Z, which is called the measurable axis. But there is an axis which is known as, evaluation axis for the time axis. The measurable axis you can measure in terms of meter, centimeter, millimeter, kilometer, something like that. And the time axis, which is evaluation axis, it has been measured in a very typical way. It has been represented by a parameter called the ICT. I is equal to -1, C is the velocity of light, and T is the time. If you multiply the velocity with time, you will get a dimension of the length. And so time is an imaginary length. Past is hazy, future is dark. We don't know what will happen in the future. Health science and technology, if you can analyze, it has also 3 stages, past, present and future. Past, we have doctors in the rural areas. Sometimes they are very much efficient to see the nerve system. From the nerve they get the indication what is the disease and what is the medicine has given. I can remember one of the famous drama written by our Bengali novelist Karashanta Bandyopadhyay, Arugya Niketan. He is combining between the modern treatment and the old treatment. A gentleman whose family was inherently brought up for giving support to the society for the health care, and they have been recognized as Moshai. That health is Asray, Mahasray, Moshai. So they have some of the treatment, and sometimes they keep a decree that you will not live more than 6 months or 1 year or something like that. And the modern teachers, the modern healthcare system, that you are making a criminal offense because you are depressing him. But philosophically mentioned that I tell him, my education tells that this is the lifespan. You try to complete the assignment that has given to you. So that's the one philosophy. The philosophy has come out changed. And they mentioned that there is one patient was affected with diphtheria, and the old doctor is telling that I know the disease, but I have no idea about the drugs. So there is an integration between the disease and the drug. Our pharmacy department is medication, pathology and imaging technology, applied psychology, optometry, hospital management, so many things you are giving. So we have to know the subject of details. We have to know about what is X-ray. And to me, X-ray is a dark vision. They can give all indications. If you go to CT scan, you have to help the X-ray. Without X-ray, you cannot do it. If you go to PET scan, PET CT, positive emitted tomography, and you will get another information. You will get ultrasonography, you get one type of information. If you go to MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, a good information, and perhaps you know it's a interdisciplinary area because X-ray was discovered by William Kennard Roentgen, right? He got the Nobel Prize in physics, but MRI was discovered by another physicist. His name was, Peter Mansfield. He got the Nobel Prize in medicine, not in physics. It's the interaction between the magnetic field and the radio wave. We are giving a new type of new dimension of the healthcare system. Tomorrow, we have a automation, robot nurse, robot doctor, robot surgery, robot catheter systems. So tomorrow's medicine, tomorrow's healthcare is a very impact aspect of integrated approach of the mechanical engineering, power system, particularly electrical engineering, power delivery, electronic system, sensing and computer system is integral, as well as a doctor who can direct, who can control, to have a treatment, to get a special care or get relief from the disease. Thanking you to come here, and I welcome all of you to our university, such a remote place, and we are trying to develop the human resources in all aspects, from health to service. We are giving education to the rural and unprivileged students to be a global citizen. That's my aim, and we are here for that thing. Thanking you once again, and I hope you will enjoy this conference and it will bring great suspense in knowledge and thoughts also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Director of Medical Education, Government of West Bengal, former principal of Nilratan Sarkar Medical College, to deliver his opening comments. Sir.
It is really a pleasure for me to be along with all of you in this auspicious occasion of joining together and bridging the gaps between the knowledges. It's a really great initiative, and Honorable Vice Chancellor has already mentioned the areas where we are going to work together so that really knowledge can disperse among every one of us, and every one of us can gain from that. And of course, the most important part is the development of the human resources, which is very, very vital in this regard. I wish and pray to the Almighty, the most important part of bridging the gaps is breaking the ego between all of us. Because that is the most important factor which resolves between or among us where we cannot stand together. And that requires to be totally resolved so that we can really make a real platform of knowledge where all of us can work, progress, and finally give something to the world, to our future generation. And that should be our lookout, and I wish and pray to the Almighty that He will give us strength to work together, to be together, and finally give something for our nation, the whole world, and to our next generation, where a new generation can come up and be peaceful and always in a loving spirit. I wish this workshop to be a real platform for every one of us. Thank you and pranam.
Special Secretary of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Andhra Pradesh, to share his views.
It is my pleasure to be here amongst you. It's very important why I traveled all the way from Chennai and I had to come all the way here. The reason being, what we just had a small talk before we came here. unless the departments within the healthcare, which we talk about, the lab technician, the management, the operation, even the building management, if they don't talk to each other, we cannot provide a holistic healthcare at all. If you had read books, it would easily tell you that, in fact, when we are sitting in the hall, we are talking about IPC, Infection Prevention Control. These are small things which makes a difference. It's not just what you get treatment or what the person is going through. It's those small details which each one of you has to bother. In fact, I think the professor also talked about X and Y axis and all. As an engineer, we were taught about two things: accuracy and precision. Although it sounds very close to each other, accuracy is that thing you are able to deliver with that, the minutest detail or the perfection. Precision is to repeat that accuracy over a period of time. All your work, if you're in healthcare, you need to be accurate, and you also has to be precise. It's not just you, and I think I'm going to talk about cancer. You'll also understand how different it's not just one particular disease. Every cancer is different. So these are details. I think that's something which makes healthcare very unique. That it is more like millions of data points at one particular, solving an issue. That's exactly how a healthcare looks like. So I wish you all the best. I think it's a wonderful conference. And thank you, Dr. Nilay Sarkar, for calling me here. And look forward to talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I think I am indebted to this university, prestigious university, the Vice Chancellor, the Dean, all the faculty members, the fraternity which has come from outside, and there are people on the stage who bring in wisdom. I'm switching to Bengali because I think you will, with the permission of all of you. I always ask one simple question which we will address later on. First of all, the people who are there, both among you and we have to learn from each other. Health universities আগেও খুলেছে, পরেও খুলবে। আপনাদের নতুন ভাবনা কি সেটা ভাববার জন্যই কিন্তু আজকে এই কনফারেন্সটা। নতুন কোনো আইডিয়া যেটা আপনার মাথায় আসতে পারে, আমাদের মাথায় আসতে পারে, মানুষ হিসেবে আমাদের কি পরিচয়, কোথায় আমরা নিয়ে যেতে চাইছি। We are not here a copybook of something. I will just end by saying 3-4 lines by the only Nobel laureate from India who got a Nobel Prize in Science. আপনারা নামটা জানেন? The only Nobel laureate till date who got a Nobel Prize in the field of science. Yes? C.V. Raman. I always use, and C.V. Raman did his Nobel Prize work in Calcutta itself, the same city in which this conference is being. Surprisingly, at that time, Kolkata হচ্ছে আমাদের দেশের capital. His job was not in science. He was not working in university. His job was in commerce. He was the Deputy Auditor General of India. So from 9 to 5, he was working in commerce. Before 9 and after 5, he worked for the Nobel Prize. He was so sure that he will get the Nobel Prize that he bought the ticket 1 month before the announcement. যখন খুবই অসুস্থ হয়ে গেলেন, there was no TV. The film division of India went to create a documentary on him. He was paralyzed, but he could speak very loudly. I have the original video from the film division. What did he say just before his death? He said very clearly, and I think this should be in your mind. আপনারা ছাত্র হতে পারেন, শিক্ষক হতে পারেন, ছাত্র শিক্ষকের বাইরে যারা জল দিচ্ছে, যারা মাইক্রোফোন লাগাচ্ছে, একটা জিনিস কমন আছে, আমাদের সকলেরই মাথা আছে, আমরা সকলেই দেশে বাস করি। C.V. Raman said, "My life has been an utter failure." অদ্ভুত বিষয়, যে মানুষটা নোবেল প্রাইজ পেয়েছিলেন তিনি বলছেন just before his death, "My life has been an utter failure. I thought I will do true science, but all that is left is a bunch of followers of the West. At this rate, there can be no emancipation, there can be no science in this country." And he stops. He doesn't utter a single word, and that is why this was never telecasted. Why did a Nobel laureate who was so successful, যিনি পার্ট টাইম সায়েন্সে কাজ করে নোবেল প্রাইজ পেয়েছিলেন, why was he so frustrated? The line which he repeated, "All we have is a bunch of followers of the West. At this rate, there can be no emancipation, there can be no science." I think from today, let this inauguration where I'm complimenting each one of you. আপনারা সকলেই ভাবুন, আপনি ছাত্র না হতে পারেন, শিক্ষক না হতে পারেন, এই মঞ্চে না হতে পারেন। আমি আবার বলছি, যারা মাইক্রোফোন চালাচ্ছে, যারা ক্যামেরা নিয়ে আছে, প্রত্যেকের কাছে মাথা আছে। C.V. Raman কি বলতে চেয়েছিলেন? We have become a bunch of followers of the West. এইভাবে আমরা এগোতে পারব। ধন্যবাদ।
Clinical Psychology and Director of Research, Chinmaya Vishwavidyalaya, Vidyapith, Kochi, Kerala, to share his views with us.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, dear delegates, at the outset, I would like to congratulate and appreciate the organizers of this wonderful conference. You know, after COVID pandemic, we were all thinking about different aspects of the healthcare management. So in this midst, we have to think about the mental health of the person who is behind working day and night for the development of the science and technology. And if we are actually not supporting, and if the resource, the human resource, if it is not capable to deliver accurate and precise outcome through his or her technological inventions or discoveries, and what we are thinking and deliberating will go under waste. And this conference, I think, I am sure that all deliberations and keynote speeches will discuss and give an insight about those aspects. However, I will discuss today about resilience of human being. We'll discuss in detail in the afternoon as per the schedule. So, human resource and mental health is actually considered as a part of health as defined by the World Health Organization. Mental health is considered as one of the major component of health and healthcare. So without mental health, we cannot define health. So we have to we should know more about mental health and how it is actually enhancing the development of science and technology and healthcare management. And we should discuss in detail in the following keynote speech and the deliberations. With this note, I would like to once again congratulate the organizers and the participants of today's conference, and thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and I'll keep myself very short. In the year 2000, that's 23 years ago, the then director of IIT Kharagpur, Professor Amitabh Ghosh, he told me that the biggest change that is going to happen in the world in the next 20 years is convergence of physical sciences into life sciences. And the impact of science and technology on betterment of human lives, it's not about going to space, it is about betterment of human lives, will be best achieved through convergence of physical sciences into life sciences. Life sciences is the future. That was 23 years ago. And today, if you see, every single IIT in India have very prominent life sciences division. Some have organized them into, Kharagpur was the first school of medical sciences and technology. IIT Bombay has one, IIT Delhi has one, IIT Guwahati has just formed School of Health Sciences and Technology. IIT Indore is also working that way. And in case you are not aware, IIT Kharagpur was the first IIT to set up a medical college and hospital. IISc Bangalore is setting up one, 830 bed. IIT Kanpur is setting up one, 1000 bed. IIT Guwahati is setting up one, 500 bed. And IIT Bombay just recently announced formation of a digital health unit with substantial funding. So you can see how institutes known for their engineering and technology education have moved in the last 20 years into life sciences, biology, health sciences. So this is where the future is. And I congratulate the Newton University for having a very vibrant life sciences section where I believe there are almost 800 plus students now. And life science is not just about science. Science is the passenger in a vehicle which is driven by philosophy and art, and therefore everyone can make a contribution. Economics, management, anthropology, public health, everything, everyone has a role to play. So I congratulate Newton University once again, and I thank them very much for inviting me to be here. Thank you.